I smell freedom already. Today I'm going to give you the full report of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case with the federal government of Nigeria, today dated June 19, 2025. And Vanguard reported today's case. Okay, as you can see, I'm on Vanguard, vanguardngr.com. Now here is the headline: FG closes case in alleged terrorism trial against Nnamdi Kanu. So the prosecution closed their case today. Let's go ahead and see what they have to say. The federal government on Thursday closed its case in the ongoing trial of Nnamdi Kanu, leader of the proscribed IPOB, in the allegation bordering on terrorism and treason. The FG lawyer, Chief Awomolo San, announced this after the fifth prosecution witness, PW5, identified as EEE for security reasons, was led in evidence and cross-examined by Kanu's lawyer, Onyechi Ikpeazu, before Justice James Omotosho of the Federal High Court in Abuja. So they presented their fifth witness, okay, PW5, identified as EEE. And what did this witness say? He said that a broadcast made by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu led to the famous, EndSARS protest. Okay, we all know EndSARS protest. That was the chief witness, or the chief thing the guy said. Okay, that was his witness against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That his broadcast led to EndSARS protest. Okay, now let's continue. Awomolo, which is the prosecution, lawyer, told the court that after calling 5 witnesses, okay, because the fifth one witnessed today in the trial, the prosecution was satisfied that from the avalanche of evidence tendered, this is grammar, including the broadcast of activities of the leader of the IPOB, the government had sufficiently satisfied the need to close its case. Okay, reporting from Vanguard. So I therefore close the case, the senior lawyer said. After the announcement, the lead defense counsel, Chief Kanu Agabi, informed the court that they would be opting for a no-case submission, which would be filed in due course. They will be opting for a no-case submission, which will be filed in due course. So I was confused at a point because I'm not a lawyer, so I don't want to report what I don't know. So I asked my friend ChatGPT, please, what is the meaning of no case submission in law? Because I just want to be sure. And the guy responded, as I can read from the screen. He says, in law, a no case submission, also called a submission of no case to answer, is a legal argument made by the defense in a criminal trial, in this case, Nnamdi Kanu's defense. So it is presented after the prosecution has closed its case, because the prosecution from here closed their case today. So, and the defense argues that the prosecution has failed to present sufficient evidence to establish a prima facie case against the defendant. So, no case submission is made after the defense have closed their case, and after the prosecution have closed their case. Now the defense felt that they have no evidence against the person. So, meaning and purpose, the defense is basically saying, in this case, Nnamdi Kanu's defense, even if all the prosecution's evidence is true, it is still not enough to prove that the defendant committed the crime, in this case, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Therefore, the court should dismiss the case without requiring the defendant to present any defense. So that is exactly what they are trying to file, no case submission. So when is it used? So when is no case submission used? A no case submission is typically made when there is no evidence linking the accused to the crime. 2. The evidence does not establish a necessary element of the offense. 3. The evidence is so weak or discredited, e.g. due to contradictions or lack of credibility, that no reasonable court or jury could convict based on it. So possible outcomes when this no case submission have been submitted. It says, if granted, the judge dismisses the case and the defendant is acquitted without needing to call any witnesses or present any case. So if they submit this no case submission, and if it is granted, that means the case is over. Okay, but if it is rejected, the defense must proceed with its case, possibly calling witnesses and presenting evidence. And mind you, the case was adjourned to 18th of July, almost a month. 18th of July, the case was adjourned. But after the court hearing, a lawyer from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu defense team briefed everybody about what happened in court.
Sorry, 19th of June 2025, sorry. We are happy to announce to the world that the prosecution has finally closed their case today with their last witness, PW5, known as EEE. He came and tendered reports of the NSAS, and in the course of the reporting, he alleged that it was the statements made by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that instigated the damages during the NSAS. And he was subjected to a thorough cross-examination by the defense team under Onyechi Ikpeazu. And as God will have it, we are happy to announce to you that so many things went wrong with his report, including the fact that not even the signature of the chairman or the name of the chairman or the secretary of the report of the committee he claimed to represent was found in the entire report. We are happy to announce to all of us of freedom that the matter has been adjourned to the 18th of July 2025 for a no case submission. In other words, to tell the court and to show to the court that the prosecution merely wasted 10 years of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's life by arresting and detaining him for no just cause. So we're happy. We have very short time within which to work. We are going to utilize that very short time and make sure we deliver on our mandate. And our mandate is to provide sufficient defense for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Thank you and God bless you.
All right.
So that's what's up. Let's keep praying for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and I believe that with time, justice will prevail. Peace.